Hello Afro Tribe, it's another day to do another analysis, and then we are here coming to do our analysis on gold. Yeah, it's coming to break it down and try and get an entry, right? So let's just get straight into it, right? So now this is gold charts, right? And this is on the daily. So right now we're on the daily, we are trying to see the directional bias, right? We are trying to get a directional bias from the daily. From there we move to the 4-hour to go and get some supply and demand areas, then move to the 1 hour to see where to refine the supply and demand area, and then go into the 50 minutes to just take entry, right? So that's exactly what you are going to do now. So this is the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you're just going to see the structure that is being formed, and you can all bear with me that the structure that is being formed from this leg up here to this down leg here, it's just a downtrend. This is a downtrend, right? So we just have to look for the recent breakout structure, and then we try and see what price is doing. So let's just zoom in. When we zoom in to where the recent breakout structure is this one, right? We have a recent breakout structure from this side. This will be a recent breakout structure. Let me just mark it so BOS, right? This is a recent breakout structure. Now let's identify the other block that caused that breakout structure, because the reason why I'm going for the other block that caused the breakout structure is that anytime a breakout structure is caused, price will always return back to the other block that caused that breakout structure. It will always return back. So it's best you always highlight the breakout structure and expect price to retrace back into the other block. So now on the daily, this is the other block that we had that caused that breakout structure, right? Because it's up, let me mark it as a supply, right? So now when the price gets up into this other block, whether if it will break it and continue selling, or whether if continue buying, or whether if this other block can hold and continue the sell, we don't know for sure. But one thing we know is that price would definitely go into this other block. So that is the move we want to catch now, right? So now we have seen the other block, we have seen that it's a breakout structure. Let's go to the 4-hour just to refine that other block, right? And then see whether if we can start having some setups be ready for us, right? So on the 4-hour, we are going to just modify these, right, or refine it, however you like to put it, right? So now we have this level up here, and then we have another other block here too as well on the 4-hour time frame, right? Which means that we have to be very careful. We have to look at this first other block here before looking at the second one, because price will have to deal with this first order block first before going to the second one, right? So it's something you have to look out for. So now we have marked our two other blocks, the 4-hour order block, which is this one, and then the daily order block, which is the one above. Let's now go straight into our 1-hour time frame and then see what is going on. Now this is where we are really going to pay attention to details and then see what exactly price is doing, right? And this is where we'll be able to get this is where we can be able to get our confirmation, entry spot as well. So let's just pay attention and then pay attention to some details that is going on. So refining this 4-hour other block into the 1 hour, you are going to have these, right? You are going to have this. I'm focusing on this because, like I said, price will have to deal with this first before moving to this one, right? So now this is our 1 hour order block, which is a sell order block, right? Now price, as you can see, price is retracing, right? Which means definitely price have to come here. Now what you can try to do is to catch the move, that this move from here to here, we have to catch that move, right? So let's see if you can see any other block that price can retrace back into like the downside before going up. And looking at it, we have this here, which is also another block, right? That's going to be a demand area. So right now I'm expecting that price will come down into this before going up. So this is, let me just draw it for you so that you can see. I'm expecting price to come down like this into this demand area before it goes up into this. So now this is what I'm expecting, right? This is exactly what I'm expecting now to do. When price gets up here into this supply area, which is a 4-hour supply area, we don't know for sure if it can break it or not, right? But we know it's getting there, so that is what we are working with. Okay, let me just quickly clear this, and then let's just go into the 15 minutes time frame, where we are going to refine everything and see whether if what you are doing so far is okay or not, right? So into the 15 minutes or time frame, we refine this order block, and it's coming down here and these up here, right? So now we have a small fair value gap here, which is also one of the confluences that I look at. So over here on the 15 minutes, this is where all our confluences come together. If you don't see our confluences, then we are not going to take this trade, right? So I can see my fair value gap. Now I need to see a change of character, and definitely this is a change of character that I'm having here. I'm having a change of character here, right? This is a change of character, so which is telling me that yes, indeed, we are moving up. Right? And you can see that price is even coming down. We have a change of character, and then we have another break of structure here, right? This is also another break of structure, right? So now this is what we are having. All our confluences are intact. So now we're expecting that price will come down into the other block, price will come down into this other block, then it will buy into this, right? So if I'm to position, this is how I'm going to position this. Now this 15 minutes other block, I'm expecting the liquidity below it to be cleared. So because of that, I'll position my position to my long tool here, and then my my stop loss will be right below the recent low that was created here, and then my TP is just going to be half of this 1 hour, the midpoint of this 1 hour order block, right? So this is the way of positioning. But one thing is that once price gets into a 15 minutes order block, I'll be looking to wait for confirmation, right? I use the 5 minutes time frame for confirmation. I look for like a change of character. That is when price comes into this 15 minutes time frame. I wait for change of character in there before I take the trade, because this is a counter trade, right? Remember, the trend from the daily, it's actually bearish, right? It is a downtrend. It is a downtrend from the daily, right? But when we came all the way into the 15 minutes, we are seeing opportunity. The immediate opportunity we are seeing is for us to buy. So because of that, we are doing a counter trend. So it's very, very important that on counter trends you use confirmations. If not, you can be stopped out, right? So this is what I'm having. Yes, so once price gets here, I'll use confirmation before taking the entry, right? And if I get the confirmation I want, I'll take the entry into this 4 hour order block, right? Now if this other block, whether it can hold it or not, we don't know, but where the midpoint that I have my my position to end in that place, definitely price will get there, right? So we'll be out of the trade before, even if it's going to reverse, it will reverse, right? And if it ends up breaking this level and going up, it will always retrace back. You know, that's one thing about price. Once price breaks a level, it always retraces back into an order block before continuing, right? So even if it breaks this for our resistance or for our supply, it will retrace back into the zone again, and then we can have another entry. So what I mean by that is this, that even if price does this and it breaks above this, right, it will definitely do this and then come back here, something like this, before it will continue again, right? So even if our TP is here and it ends up breaking it up here, it will always come back here. That will give us another entry again. That will end up giving us another entry again into the upside, right? So this is Afro Trader. You are welcome to share your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. If there's anything at all that you like me, any other pair you like me to break down, you can also let me know. Any concerns too can be shared.